Please be seated. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and entire Graceland University community, I am honored and excited to welcome you to our 2024 commencement ceremony. My name is Dr. Joel Schrock, and I serve as the president of Graceland University. I am so pleased to look out upon this diverse and unique group of students and celebrate your accomplishments with your family and friends. We are delighted you are here to share in this special day for Graceland graduates and for the university. Before we officially begin our ceremonies, I ask that you silence your cell phones so that together we can all experience the importance of today's events. To begin the ceremony, I invite Charmaine Chavala-Smith, seminary chaplain, to offer the invocation. Please rise if you are able, and if you wish, you may remove your caps at this time.
God of many names, Holy One, gracious God, Source, we are grateful for this moment, an ending and a beginning. We are grateful for each one here who has equipped themselves to serve in new ways in the world. We are grateful for those here who have and who will support and challenge these graduates. We are grateful for teachers, professors, and staff who have inspired, accompanied, and sometimes goaded these graduates to embrace the possibilities and to move toward new goals. God, as we take this time today to reflect, to celebrate, and to anticipate the future, may your wisdom and guiding spirit be with each of us, but especially with these graduates. God, bless these graduates' paths so that their gifts and newly developed skills will be a blessing to your world. Bless the friendships and connections that have been made during these years of study, so that each one may be sustained and supported amidst the joys and challenges ahead. Bless their hearts with compassion and care, that they may attune their abilities to the needs of the people and the world around them. And bless their minds with openness and courage, that learning and acting justly may always be part of their journey. We ask these blessings from you, God, the Creator, the Companion, and the one who calls us to change the world for good. Amen.
Thank you, Charmaine. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce others joining me on the platform today. On my left, Dr. Kathleen Paco-Cadman, commencement speaker. Dr. Mike Wiley, chair, Board of Trustees. Dr. Jacqueline McGlade, interim vice president for academic affairs and dean of faculty. Dr. Dave Shaw, vice president for student life and dean of students. Dr. Sharon Little-Stetzel, interim dean, School of Nursing. Dr. Melanie Hijaz, interim associate dean, School of Nursing. On my right is Ms. Peggy Mothershed, registrar. Reverend Dr. Zach Harmon McLaughlin, dean, Community of Christ Seminary. And Mr. Rick Hetrick, alumni, board of directors. Today is a truly special day for Graceland University. Graduates, this is your moment, and you've got a job to do now. Will you please stand? We are here today to honor you. the culmination of your hard work, determination, and achievement. Every late night study session, every triumphant "I finally got it" moment was supported by the people who love you. Graduates, take a moment. Turn around, find your parents, grandparents, siblings, spouses, partners, friends, and maybe your kids. These are the people who cheered you on, picked you up, and occasionally put up with you. Let's show them some love. Give them a round of applause. You can sit down now. Your journey wasn't just about perseverance. It was guided by the brilliant, caring, and occasionally relentless Graceland faculty. They've challenged you, inspired you, walked this academic road with you. Faculty, will you please stand? Graduates, family, and friends, let's recognize this remarkable group of people for their commitment. You may be seated. There's a much bigger community behind this celebration. Graceland's successes and yours is built upon the support of so many people. I'll ask you to hold your applause until all groups are standing, but please stand and remain standing when I call your group. Graceland University Board of Trustees, Alumni Board of Directors, our dedicated staff and administration, emeriti faculty, clinical and business partners, and the communities that host and nurture our students on their campuses and online. These groups are an essential part of our story, ensuring that our community thrives. We're incredibly grateful for their expertise, dedication, and belief in our mission. Thank you. Today, we honor more than just academic success. We celebrate the enduring values of Graceland University: inclusivity, scholarship, faith, and community. Commencement is a moment where students from all our learning communities, Lamoni, Independence, online, and beyond, come together to mark their achievement. Whether you've spent time on the historic Lamoni campus, or a few blocks away on Independence's campus, or earned your degree from the comfort of your home, you've contributed to something bigger. Graceland's mission is to create transformation, educational opportunities, and you are living proof of that mission in action. The profile of this graduating class is impressive. 136 of you are graduating today from 24 states, 3 countries. 7 of you have earned doctoral degrees. 58 of you have earned master's degrees in 3 academic areas. 60 of you have earned baccalaureate degrees in 7 majors. 6 of you have earned both master's and baccalaureate degrees from Graceland at this ceremony. Graduates, as president, it is my honor to welcome you to this important milestone in your lives. Graceland looks forward to a strong future for each of you. We are confident that the values of this institution, learning, wholeness, and community, will enable you to live meaningful and productive lives. Our speaker today is Dr. Kathleen Paco Cadman. Dr. Cadman has been a nursing educator since 2013, primarily teaching population health to both undergraduate and graduate students. Nursing at Weber State, and studio art at Graceland University. In addition to her degrees, she has certified nurse educator and certified public health credentials. She has lived and worked in Honduras, China, Guatemala, Nepal, India, and Belize. And she has done research throughout
natural fit. In the late 90s, 17-year-old me showed up in Lamoni with a ton of enthusiasm and virtually no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I got really involved in some clubs, made a wildly unsuccessful attempt at intramural sports, was briefly the house president of Soraya, and dove headfirst into all the social aspects of it. While I was having a great time, I did eventually declare a major and started wrapping things up. I found myself drawn to art, mostly painting and photography, a couple disastrous attempts at pottery. But after a fairly controversial senior art show sold out, I left Lamoni with a Volkswagen van full of my stuff, a shiny new degree, and a deep sense of gratitude for everything I had experienced at Graceland. Like many young adults, I quickly learned that sometimes the paths that we're on are not our destination. Sometimes they're just the cool connecting bits, or shortcuts, or detours that take us to the next path in the journey, and the one beyond that. After graduation, I worked as a professional artist for a bit, but it felt like something was missing. I was raised by parents who were avid travelers, and I've always been a fairly curious and naturally adventurous person, so I decided to go on a life scavenger hunt, looking for something, but I wasn't quite sure what it was. My first stop, I worked for the Disney on Ice Princess Tour with some former Graceland buddies. It's a whole other story, best over drinks, but I will tell you, I give the experience 1 star, do not recommend. It was definitely one of the weirder detours on my path. After spending a little time with family, doing some rock climbing, taking a few road trips, I was looking for my next step. When an opportunity to teach English in China came up, I jumped on it. With a one-way airplane ticket and no idea what I was doing, I learned a few Mandarin phrases on the flight over and hoped for the best. It turns out when you're 23 with more confidence than knowledge, sometimes things can get a little bumpy. While this part of my path certainly has a few glitches, it was a great opportunity to hone my critical thinking skills, do some soul searching, and build a lot of resilience. Plus, it was pretty fun. Although I was hired to teach English, one day, relatively early on, my boss called me into her office with a rather bizarre conversation. She said she'd been watching the TV show Sex and the City, and it was about American women. That was my first clue it was going to go weird. She said since I was also a woman from the US, she wanted to know if I would be willing to teach reproductive health to the students there at the university. As I admittedly know very little about the intricacies of past participles or other fine-tuned grammatical nuances, I was happy to pivot from teaching English to literally anything else. I found myself enjoying the work so much that I extended my contract for a second year. Teaching over there came with a lot of extended breaks, which meant plenty of opportunity to travel. As luck would have it, that was around the same time that social media really caught on. I got reconnected with Graceland friends from all over the world through MySpace. If you don't know what MySpace is, it was magical. I was able to visit former classmates in amazing places like Japan, Korea, Malaysia, Australia, and New Zealand. During a month-long Lunar New Year break, I stayed with a friend and her family in Melbourne. I mentioned that I felt like the China part of my path was coming to an end and I was ready to move on. I wasn't exactly sure what I was looking for, but I figured if I went to enough places, I was bound to find it, or at least little bits of it. Her mom mentioned that since I enjoyed teaching reproductive health, if I became a nurse, I could get paid to travel all over the world. And that sounded far better than any plan I had come up with so far. So I decided to return to the US that following summer and soon enrolled in a nursing program. After hundreds of clinical hours, countless exams, and the magical experience that is the NCLEX, I was able to start working as a nurse abroad. The more I explored, the more frequently I found myself across the table from former Yellow Jackets. It didn't seem to matter what country I was in, what majors we had done, or how long in advance we had seen each other. The feeling of Graceland was always undeniably, overwhelmingly present. It was a feeling of connection, authenticity, and radical belonging. Even thousands of miles away, it was a feeling of home. While I absolutely loved the experiences like watching the sunrise over Angkor Wat and studying yoga in an ashram in India, or bungee jumping in the Himalayas, I eventually decided I was looking for a different kind of adventure and a turn in my path. I moved back to the US and worked in a variety of nursing jobs, everything from pediatrics to geriatrics. I really found my stride in public health. the persistently curious and super nerdy part of my brain prompted me to go back and get a bachelor's and a master's in nursing while I was working full-time. After that, I had some cool credentials after my name, but I was still searching for something a little different than my director of nursing position. Through a series of loosely connected coincidences, or maybe fate, I ended up getting a job as an assistant professor of nursing at a large program out west. In my first semester, my boss pulled me aside and said, "If you plan to stay in academia, you'll want to get a PhD." I assured her I did not want to get a PhD. But after some persistent professional peer pressure and some generous funding, I did finally go into an accelerated PhD program in nursing education while still teaching full-time. I did not particularly enjoy that sleep-deprived and super stressful stretch of my path, but the highlight was doing my dissertation research in the Western Highlands of Guatemala, ironically largely made possible by my art degree that I had gotten at Graceland a decade and a half earlier. The actual study isn't that exciting. It is published. If you're interested or have insomnia, you can absolutely Google it. It's there. Along in this kind of weird and super windy path, I found myself seated next to an amazing man on a very long flight to South Africa, and have been able to build a life with him. As we learned more about each other's stories, I found out that out of all the really cool things I'd been able to do, many of my fondest memories tied back to Graceland. Over our years together, we've continued to travel the world, and time after time, we still find ourselves across the table from fellow Yellow Jackets. Just this past summer, we headed to Australia so that he and our son, who will be a 6th-generation Yellow Jacket in the fall, could go to their final continent. On this trip alone, we crossed paths with not one, not two, not three, but 4 different Graceland alumni. These are folks that I hadn't seen in decades, some of whom I didn't even spend much time with in school, but the connection was immediate. Once again, I was flooded with a feeling of connection, authenticity, radical belonging, and home. As I stand here today, nearly 3 decades after becoming a Yellow Jacket, so much has changed. I've been to 140 countries. I've changed degrees and careers, hobbies, passions, hometowns, including recently buying a place in Lamoni. Nearly every aspect of my life has changed. My former classmates, some of whom are in here today, have been through many of those same changes, and it's my hope for all of you that you go through them as well. Even the university, which was Graceland College when I started, has continually changed, including the induction recently of Dr. Joel Schrock. While these changes are beautiful signs of growth and evolution, the one thing, fortunately, that has not changed is the essence of Graceland. I see it in the people that I meet when I travel. I see it in the online spaces, on campuses, and in here today. While Graceland is a university, and has been for like 130 years, it's also so much more than that. It's an experience. It becomes a part of the fabric of who each of us are, and who we will continue to become. We get to carry that part of us forward into everything that we do. We get to share it with every person that we meet, and we get to honor it within ourselves. I truly hope that each of you have a path that is kind of weird and super windy. I hope you have smooth stretches and bumpy areas. I hope you're not afraid to get lost from time to time. Explore some shortcuts, the detours, and the weird connecting bits. And if you don't like where you're headed, I hope you find your way to bushwhack through the weeds and make your own path forward. But no matter where life takes you, always embody the essence of Graceland. Intentionally create opportunities for meaningful connection, genuine authenticity, and radical belonging. Make space for others to feel like they are at home when they're with you. So no matter where you go, or what you do, or who you become, lovingly nurture this Graceland part of you, and always carry it forward.
Thank you, Dr. Cadman. Mr. Rick Hetrick, class of 1974, member of the Alumni Board of Directors, tireless champion and dedicated professional volunteer for Graceland, will now present the Alumni Award for Excellence in Teaching.
Thank you, Dr. Schrock. As a member of the Alumni Board of Directors, I have the great honor of announcing this year's Alumni Award for Excellence in Teaching. In addition to the framed certificate and Apple Award that is presented today, the Alumni Board will provide a $1,000 stipend for professional development to the recipient of this award. And without further ado, I'd like to invite Professor Stephanie Jakes to come to the podium. Congratulations. Professor Jakes, Assistant Professor of Nursing, began teaching full-time at Graceland University in 2023. She holds a Master of Science in Nursing Education from the University of Central Missouri and a BSN from Chamberlain College of Nursing. Professor Jakes is currently in Graceland's Doctor of Nursing Practice program. Comments her students have offered include, Professor Jakes is excited and immerses herself in critical care nursing. She is perfect for teaching this course. Professor Jakes is genuinely amazing and down to earth. I love how easy she is to talk to. If I have a question, she does an excellent job addressing it. Professor Jakes can turn a boring lecture into an interesting and engaging topic. She helps her students do their best and is genuinely excited. Colleagues have noted that Professor Jakes is always willing to assist students and strive to improve in her teaching methods. She is noted to be a valuable addition to the School of Nursing. Congratulations. Let me give you some goodies here. These are very heavy, so be careful. And this is for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations. I think we're supposed to go over here for pictures, maybe.
Over here.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Professor Jakes. This award is a recognition of your accomplishments, but it is symbolic of the strong work all of the faculty at Graceland, as well as the support they have given you. For at least 900 years, caps, gowns have been donned by graduates, and today they are the distinctive symbol of scholars. In the early years, students wore them to keep warm. It's also rumored that they had more practical ones, sometimes tucked away a cheese sandwich in the sleeve for lunch. Today, these garments heighten the significance of this rite of passage as a badge of acceptance into the community of scholars. For students who have completed a master's or doctoral degree, your regalia includes an academic hood. The hood represents your success in completing your graduate program. In a few minutes, the dean of the academic area will place a hood onto the graduate's shoulders. Each hood tells a story. The color of the velvet trim indicates the graduate's degree and discipline. Apricot for nursing and scarlet for religion. The blue and gold colors of the satin field mark you forever as Graceland graduates. Wear them proudly.
All candidates presented for graduation today have been approved by the faculty of the university for their designated degrees, and their names appear on the official list of candidates. Will the candidates for graduation who have completed the degree requirements for a Doctor of Nursing practice from the School of Nursing please rise? President Schrock, I am pleased to present to you candidates who've earned a Doctor of Nursing practice degree.
On recommendation of the faculty of Graceland University, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state, and upon each of you who has met the requirements established by the university faculty, administration, and board of trustees, I confer the Doctor of Nursing practice degree with all rights, privileges, and obligations which pertain thereto, and of which your diploma shall ever be testament. Candidates, please be seated.
Will the candidates for graduation who have completed the degree requirements for a Master of Science in Nursing from the School of Nursing please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for graduation who've completed the degree requirements for a Master's of Arts in Religion from the Community of Christ Seminary please rise and remain standing? President Schrock, I am pleased to present to you candidates who've earned a Master of Science in Nursing, a Master of Arts in Religion degree.
On recommendation of the faculty of Graceland University, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the state, and upon each of you who has met the requirements established by the university faculty, administration, and board of trustees, I confer the Master of Science in Nursing, the Master of Arts in Religion degree with all rights, privileges, and obligations which pertain thereto, and of which your diploma shall forever be testament. Candidates, please be seated.
In addition to a master's degree, these candidates have earned additional certification. Will the candidates who have completed the postgraduate certification requirements for the psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, the family nurse practitioner, the adult gerontology acute care nurse practitioner please rise?
On recommendation of the faculty of Graceland University, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the state, and upon each of you who has met the requirements established by the university faculty, administration, and board of trustees, Graceland University recognizes that you have completed postgraduate certification in psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, family nurse practitioner, adult gerontology acute care nurse practitioner. Please be seated. Student marshals, please direct candidates who have earned a doctorate degree, master's degree, or postgraduate certificate to the side podium as Dr. Dave Shaw, Vice President of Student Life and Dean of Students, will proceed with the introduction of the graduates. Doctors Little Stetzel, Hijaz, and Harmon McLaughlin will hood the graduates. Registrar Ms. Mothershed will assist with diplomas.
Samantha Rose Zane Burns. Jane Garrow. Elizabeth Blanche Herbel. Lisa Carol Wallace. Tracy Suzanne Colon. Lori Ann Simmons. Lisa Michelle Callahan. Kaylee Marie Bird. Jennifer Leanne Sanchez. Christine Elizabeth Bowler. Jody Lynn Taves. Christina Alex. Noreen Gilani. Hannah Jean Miller. Elizabeth Michelle Burden. Jacob Rogers Burden. Anastasia Marie Dennis. Anna Corkery Walker. Christy Michelle Cabusia. Macy Allison Bowen. Brianne Nicole Bowling. Amber Marie Renner. Abby Elise Miller. Yelena Kavlagina Rios. Helen M. Kute.
I need Jocelyn Ega. Yeah.
Anik Jocelyn Ega. Kelsey Elizabeth Becker.
It's Taylor C. Davis.
Taylor C. Davis. Everett. Okay. Shaniqua Nicole Everett. Fabazat Ogoro.
Hi, Dave.
Julie, how are you? Congratulations.
Thanks, Sarah. My sister's behind me.
Julie Ann Renke. Sugar. Leandro Palacios. Estela Stewart.
Will all candidates for the Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree please rise? President Schrock, I am pleased to present to you candidates who've earned a Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. In addition to their majors, these candidates have completed all other academic requirements for their respective degree, and I have the honor of presenting them as the 128th graduating class of Graceland University.
On the recommendation of the faculty of Graceland University, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the state and upon each of you who has met requirements established by the university faculty, administration, and board of trustees, I confer the Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree with all rights, privileges, and obligations which pertain thereto, and of which your diploma shall forever be testament. Candidates, please be seated. Dr. McGlade will announce academic honors.
During their years at the university, Graceland students distinguished themselves in many ways. On Commencement Day, we recognize those who have distinguished themselves in scholarship. Academic excellence is at the heart of a university's reason for being, and recognition of such achievement is appropriate at commencement. On the list of baccalaureate candidates in your program, you'll find the names of those whose scholarship has been exceptional. All those receiving special recognition have completed at least 56 semester hours in residence. Those who graduate cum laude have achieved a cumulative grade point average ranging between 3.50 and 3.74. Will all cum laude graduates please stand and be recognized? You may be seated. Students graduating magna cum laude have achieved a grade point average of 3.75 to 3.89. Will all magna cum laude graduates please stand and be recognized? You may be seated. Students graduating summa cum laude have achieved a grade point average of 3.90 to 4.00. Will all summa cum laude graduates please stand and be recognized? You may be seated. Student marshals, please direct candidates to the side podium as Dr. Dave Shaw will continue with the introduction of the baccalaureate graduates.
Amanda Grace White. Sierra Marie McCullum Hunt. Vernon Lee Woodard III. Sabria Mariam Hassam. Allison Danielle Rathbun. Andrea Elaine Burkhart. Alexis Christine Valverde. Clarissa Catherine Gonzalez. Morgan A. Odell. Zoe Elizabeth Stubbs. Jerica Lou Springer. Brittany Renee Hudson. Hannah Paul Werman. Jennifer Renee Shanahan. Callie Renee Sabine. Celeste Danielle. Wyatt Christian Fields. Elena Grace Cornett. Reichert. Chantel Ann Reichert. Andre Tyrone Watkins Jr. Kiefer Maynard.
Fauna Petit.
Fauna Petit. Allison Nicole Cook. Maddie Ann Madel. Yahira Garcia. Bosques. Elizabeth Bosques. Gabriella Ann Kinslow. Anab Arab Umar. Milad Benia Mogos. Marissa Danielle Woods. Lena Catherine Neely. Want me to do the middle name? Okay. Genesis Montanes. Azizate Temitopa Ani Mashan. Alexandra Elizabeth Cook. Jordan Marie Duell. Reagan Siebert. Riley McChesney.
Would all members of this Graceland University class of 2024 please stand? You are now free to move your tassels from right to left to signify that you are indeed a graduate and that you are now a member of a very special group, the Graceland University alumni. Congratulations. Graduates, you may be seated.
Okay, almost done. As a member of Graceland's Alumni Board of Directors, I'm thrilled to welcome you into the membership of the Yellow Jacket Alumni. As you leave here today, I invite you to embrace your membership in this group of more than 30,000 living alumni all around the world by always remembering where you came from and by staying connected with the Graceland family. These have been formative years that will shape you as you enter into the next phase of your lives. Go into that phase with the same vigor and energy you brought to your studies and life as a Graceland student. Fulfill the Graceland mission by living meaningful and productive lives as alumni. Come back to your Graceland often and join this family in helping future Gracelanders achieve what you have today. As a Graceland alum, I am proud to have you join the ranks. Congratulations to you all. Please join me in a round of applause for these graduates.
Well, it's an honor and a pleasure to be able to be here today to celebrate with you as a fellow graduate and as chair of Graceland's Board of Trustees to offer our enthusiastic congratulations to all of you. You've made a great investment in yourselves by furthering your education, and we couldn't be more proud to have you as members of the Graceland family. As you move forward from this place to embrace the opportunities present in this ever-changing world, we have faith that you've been well prepared for those challenges and will rise to meet them. that you'll go out into your communities and make real difference. And as you do, as Rick said, don't ever forget that there are generations of Graceland graduates cheering you on. Congratulations.
Before we wrap up, I want to pause for a moment and reflect on what we've witnessed. These graduates, all of you graduates, have achieved something extraordinary. After years of study, challenge, and growth, you've earned your degrees. This is your moment, your key to a future filled with new opportunities. I encourage you to use your Graceland University degree to make the world a better place. It is a special kind of degree that is more than just knowledge. It's a toolkit to live a meaningful life. It's a responsibility to make the world better, and uniquely, it's an entrance into something powerful, an engaged, far-reaching network of Graceland alumni. It's not just big, it's life-changing. Graceland alumni are out there ready to help each other with job leads, career advice, places to stay, and support. It's a vibrant, supportive community, and starting today, you are a part of it. The power of together you've experienced as a student doesn't end here, it's yours forever. We are Graceland, and this is your community. It's a community of belonging for our students, staff, and faculty. Graceland is forever. Graduates, please rise. This is your moment. Before we invite everyone else to stand, pull out your phones, take a selfie. We know you want to do it. We might as well just give you some space. Go ahead, if you have a phone, you can pull it out now, it's okay. Everybody, please join me in celebrating these graduates one more time. You can be seated. As we conclude, I invite everyone to continue the celebration. Please join us for a reception honoring our graduate at Graceland's Independence Campus. It's located just down the street at 1401 West Truman Road. There will be light refreshments, a chance to visit the Spirit Shop, and plenty of photo opportunities with your family, friends, and faculty. Graduates, there's even a special gift waiting for you. We hope to see you there. To close our ceremony, we will join in singing the alma mater. The words are printed on the back of your program, and Graceland's combined choirs and symphonic band will lead us. After the hymn, Morgan Odell, a graduate from the Edmund J. Gleazer School of Education, will offer our benediction. Thank you, Morgan. Following the benediction, we ask that everyone remain seated to allow our graduates to exit the chamber first. It's a tradition at Graceland to stand for the alma mater. Please rise now and remain standing through the benediction and recessional.
Let us come together in gratitude and celebration and in unity. Today, we stand at the threshold of a chapter completed and a new one beginning. We give thanks for the moments that brought us here, moments of challenge, growth, and discovery. Each of us carries with us a unique story, shaped by our diverse experiences, backgrounds, beliefs, and traditions. May we honor that diversity, recognizing that it strengthens our community and reflects the beauty of our shared humanity. Today, we embrace the future with hope, joy, and excitement. As we embark the new adventure, may we carry the wisdom we've gained, the friendships we've built, and the lessons we've learned. May we walk forward with confidence, knowing that we are equipped with the knowledge, skills, and wisdom to face whatever comes next. May we be brave in our pursuit of purpose, compassionate in our actions with others, and steadfast in our commitments to making the world a better place. May we approach the world with open hearts and open minds, ready to lift others as we rise. Let us embrace the challenges ahead with courage, the opportunities with joy, and the unknowns with curiosity. May we find the strength in time of doubt, hope in times of uncertainty, and peace in knowing we are prepared for whatever comes next. May we always strive to live with integrity, curiosity, and compassion. Together, let us walk forward with purpose to create a brighter, more inclusive world where every person's light can shine. In gratitude, in hope, and in unity, may we go forth to make a difference. Congratulations, and may your futures be bright. Thank you.